We welcome you back to AUPanthers.tv. Jim Pittman with assistant coach Richard Cassella. Rich, nice W today, your 23rd win on the season. A little bit of a struggle in the first half. You went into halftime with a 25-24 lead.
You know, St. Rose did a good job playing their game. They really wanted to control the tempo, could really work the clock deep, and I think that got us out of rhythm a little bit. Made some adjustments offensively and defensively, and I think the girls did a good job of executing those adjustments in the second half.
What was specifically spoken about at halftime?
Our just movement. We were a little stagnant, relying a little bit on the ball handler, taking early shots, and I think that allowing ourselves to work a little bit more as a unit offensively helped us, and then turning them over and making our defense into our offense a little bit too. Some of our bench players did a great job containing their post players as best as they could, and I think that helped get us a little bit of a rhythm.
Well, you came out in the second half with a 10-0 run. Samantha Brenner got 6 of those points.
Sam's great. You know, she lives within her role, and I think that's a huge compliment to her. She creates for other players, and when she creates for other players, those players reward her by feeding her in great opportunities for her to score. She's one of those players that has been a big asset to us, even though sometimes in the stat sheet it doesn't show it.
You know, you got to give Coach Haig's team a lot of credit. They kept playing hard. Mariah Lasaw, for example, didn't score in the first half. She was saddled with foul trouble. She had 4 minutes playing time in the first half. Then came back and got over 11 points in the second half. It's
that old saying, you can only hope to contain a good player for as long as you can, and she's a great player. And I think sitting on the bench, I'm sure she came up with a game plan to herself, and it was just getting some work down low, and she did a great job. I thought our girls, even for the 11 points, I think it could have been a lot worse if our girls didn't really do some great work defensively on her in the post. So compliment to both sides there.
We felt there were a lot of whistles this evening. A lot of free throws were attempted. Like, for example, you guys had 27 free throw attempts this season.
It's one of the things as we look back on the season, we have not been getting to the line as much as I think that we would like to, and I think it's, when we attack the basket, it's going to result in a little bit more fouls, especially with the new rules here. So, I don't think that it's a bad thing. It just makes for a little clunkier of a rhythm, but I think it worked out.
You only took 10 of those free throws in the first half, and a lot of those were the one-on-ones that you didn't finish. Otherwise, you had even more attempts.
Yes. Thankfully, we have a ton of baskets here at the Center for Recreation and Sports, and our girls will be using them and taking free throws in the next couple days. But, the good thing is that when we needed to hit the shots, we hit enough shots to get the job done.
Kelly Mannix, another great game, 19 points, 4 for 7 for three-point land.
Yeah, Kelly, it's a great night for a senior night to honor all 4 of our seniors, and all of them have done something special for our program in different ways. And Kel's the one that, especially this year, has been out in the forefront, kind of more the face of the program, and I think tonight's game is a symbol for who she is and what she does. She does a little bit of everything, and she grinds it out, and she is a performer like that, and that's why we love having them on our team.
We're talking about college athletes, student athletes. She has a 3.95 grade average. She was honored with a district award, and you got to be very proud about that.
Extremely proud. I mean, she's the embodiment of what we want, and when we go out and we're looking at players, we're saying to ourselves, who's the next Kelly Mannix? What does it take? And to her credit, she's improved every single year and has done the little things that especially last year when we had Sade, Jess, and our other seniors. She still was an important part of the piece, and now that it's her team, I think that she realizes that she doesn't just do great things on the ball. She creates for our other players, and really is a dangerous piece in that. She could play in, she could play out, she could dribble, take girls off the bounce. I mean, it's something that a lot of teams don't have a luxury of a Kelly Mannix, and we're very lucky to have her.
One player I'd like you to comment on is Jonte Bracewell. She played 17 minutes tonight. As the second half of the season has started, she's really starting to get more time on the court.
Yeah, and that's a credit to her sticking it out and really working and understanding what we're looking for and what it takes, and having those hard days in the summertime and grinding it out in the first half, learning through the veterans and understanding what it really takes to play at this level. And you see when she's out there, I mean, she's a force. She's a beast. She could board. She could do the little things, and she's doing a lot of things off the ball that is really incredible for a freshman. I mean, this is a freshman who's hasn't had a lot of time, and she looks like a veteran out there at times, which is credit to her work ethic right now.
Well, the regular season has one more week. The top 3 teams in the region are all out in Northeast 10. Stonehill's number 1, Adelphi number 2, New Haven's number 3. You finish the season with New Haven, but before that you got to play pace.
And the thing about the Northeast 10, and I think there's a reason why the top 3 teams in our regions from the Northeast 10 is because it's a battle every single day. Pace is another good team. They really have some great athletes out there, and they're going to give us a run for their money, especially as we're going to their place, and I think that they have a lot of confidence there. And I think that it's you almost look and you say, man, it'd be nice to have a little variety and a little break, but that's what makes us great, and our goal is to go as far and as deep as we can, and there's no better way to get battle tested than in the Northeast 10.
Well, the next time we see you here at the Center for Recreation and Sport, we'll be in the playoffs. So best of luck on the road, and we'll see you at the Northeast 10 playoffs.
Thank you, Coach.
This is Jim Pittman with assistant Rich Cassella. You've been watching ATUPanthers.tv.